Hi guys, welcome to Anatomy and Physiology Online. This is your guided tour. In this guided tour, we're going to take a look at four things. I'm going to show you how to find your instructor's information for the course, show you where to find the syllabus for the course, then we'll go over the structure of the course and I'll demonstrate how to begin that first unit. When you go into your Blackboard shell, you'll notice this list on the left, and if you click this button right here, Meet Your Instructor, that will bring up the Meet Your Instructor page. It will have the information for your instructor for the course. My name is Mark Schmidt. I'm the developer and designer of the course. I also teach many of the sections, but since we have so many sections, I may not necessarily be your instructor for the course. Even though you'll see me in the videos and hear my voice and narrate throughout, you may have a different instructor for the course. That's okay. All of the information contained within the lessons and contained with all of the shells of the course is exactly the same, so you want to get familiar with them and see who your exact instructor is. So one of the first things you should do is click on the Meet Your Instructor page. The next thing we wanted to do was look at where to find the syllabus. If you click the Welcome Start Here page, and this is actually the page that comes up when you log into the course, you can see that your course syllabus is the first link about halfway down the page. If you click on the course syllabus, it will load all of that information. Some areas that I particularly want to highlight would be the course policy section. This lets you know what the requirements and expectations of the course are, and then the grading policy. Down here in the grading policy area, it shows you how many assessments you'll have and what type of assessments, what those assessments are worth, and the ultimate point totals that you'll get for the course. And then right here is the grading scale, so you can see what those points will earn you as far as a final grade for the course. Also, if you scan on down, you'll see that there's a tentative schedule located near the bottom of the syllabus. You'll want to print that off so that you can keep track of when all of those assignments and assessments are due. Next, we're going to go over the structure of the course. This is probably a little different than other courses that you've taken at Clark State or at other colleges. The grades for A&P actually come from three areas. The first area is your lecture component, the second area is your lab component, and the third and last area will be your homework component. Each one of these areas sits in a different shell, and you'll access them through the Blackboard platform or through your individual units for the homework. So the first thing, I'm taking you through the lecture shell, and we'll look at your first unit here in just a little bit. The lab shell looks very much like the lecture shell. You'll find it right on your Blackboard page. You'll click on it and go through it in the same way that you do for the lecture unit. The homework will be linked through the individual units. You'll click on a link there and it will take you to that unit's homework for the week or unit that you're in. Once you're done with the course, all of those components add together for the total score at the end of the course, and that's what will get added into the gradebook and how you'll actually get your scores at the end of the course. As a demonstration on how to begin that first unit. To begin the first unit, you'll want to click on the Lessons tab. From the Lessons tab, then you can see Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3. There'll be multiple units below this in the course, but each one of them is set up exactly the same. We'll go into Unit 1. The first thing that you'll want to do is print off this reading schedule. It only exists actually in Unit 1. All of the other units will start with your chapter overview. When you pull up the chapter overview, you'll see the objectives for the course, or the objectives for that chapter. You'll want to go through those objectives, make sure to read and highlight those as you're studying for your unit. You'll also see a lecture outline. I would print off these pages as you're beginning to study for this unit. They'll direct you on what to look for in the videos for the unit, what to look for when you're reading the chapters, and how to prepare for the homeworks. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of information on how to get started with this A&P course. As always, if you have any questions, send those to your instructor, or you can always contact me, Mark Schmidt, at clarkstate.edu. Good luck with the courses.